What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the difficulties of running and scaling a martial arts studio. I'm going to share with you the top 2 difficulties that I bumped into, and stick around because at the end of the video, I'm going to share a bonus strategy that I think you're really going to need to know if you want to scale up to the next level. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that I bumped into when I was scaling my martial arts studio was I called the phase out process. I didn't realize when I was in it, but the phase of going from the martial arts instructor up to the head of marketing and head of sales, okay? I really believe that if you want to scale your studio, yes, you have to be good on the mat, but you must understand how to market it and sell it. You can have the best martial arts instruction in the world, but remember, we are in the marketing and selling of martial art classes. And if you do not get that, no one is going to be on your mat for you to teach anyways, okay? So when I went from the transition of being the head instructor to then becoming the lead marketing and salesperson, what I had to do is phase myself away from the students and just be meeting with the new potential students. And if you've ever run a martial arts studio, you know that can be a hard thing. That's hard not just on the students, but it's hard on yourself because you've taken all this time, all this work, all the years to develop these students. And in order to do what's best for you and best for the business, you have to kind of step away, okay? And throughout that process, what I did is I just stepped away. One day I was on the mat, the next day I wasn't. So that was very difficult. I had a lot of complaints, a lot of upset parents and students. I was running a fight team at the time. That was a really painful situation. Lots of drama in the studio. If I were to go back and do this again, I would gently phase myself away. Maybe I would take myself off the mat one day a week. Then a week later, or a month later rather, I would do it 2 days a week. And over the course of 3 or 4 months, I would gradually phase myself out of this. That way it's not such a huge shock to your system, okay? So if you're in that situation, do not just jump off the mat because that's going to create a lot of problems and a lot of pain for you, all right? So number 2, getting too close with the staff. So once you phase yourself off of the mat, then someone has to teach the classes. Well, that is going to be a staff member. So most likely as you're scaling your business, you're going to have an assistant that took your place, and you're probably going to have some type of an office professional that is helping you as well at that stage. So you spend a lot of time with these people. And I know in this industry, a lot of times the assistant instructors who then may become your full-time instructors who take your spot, those are your previous students. And you had a lot of one-on-one time with them, especially in our industry because there's so much physical contact. It's really easy to get close with people. You must draw a line of closeness. That means you're not going out to the bars with them. You're not partying with them. You're really not doing anything on the outside of the business unless it's business related, because then you cross into the friend zone. And once you cross into that zone, it is extremely hard to manage them. They show up late to work and you give them a warning, you're the bad guy now because you're not boss, you're their friend, okay? So if I were to go back and do this differently, I would never, under any circumstance, cross the friend line. Because if you want to scale, you might as well kiss that instructor goodbye or that employee goodbye because they're not going to be around long term, because once you try to reprimand them, they're going to take it extremely personally. You're going to be the bad guy, they feel bad, and you feel bad. It's not going to work, so do not cross the friend zone. And then finally, for the bonus tip number 3, understanding how to set standard operating procedures, meaning that everything you do on a day-to-day basis is written down in a trainable format so you can teach someone else how to do it, okay? If not, you cannot scale your business. You must look at your business like a franchise. Even if you plan not to scale it up to a franchise, it has to be scalable in the terms of, this is how you do it, I have a system to show you how to do it, and then I can audit you and track your progress and your performance. If you want to know more about that, I'm going to have a link here in this video where we talk about exactly how to set standard operating procedures, okay? So thanks for listening. If you're interested in more content, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.